Bum, 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 bum. Loud intro, of course. That's why you should not have intro videos with audio, because... Or you should at least apply audio settings first. But let's see. Can I... Key? Yep. Get the game going here. Yeah. Alright. Ghostrunner 2. Oh, that looks freakishly weird. That's kinda... That is weird. Yeah. What the hell is going on here? YouTube HDR. We are in HDR. 1080p 60 frames per second HDR. Wow, that looks like shit. Let me see something. Yeah, this is not working correctly. Sorry, I don't wanna spoil too much here. I'm just gonna check the HDR. Oh god. Well, OBS is not capturing HDR correctly. Definitely not. Game properties. It is set to Rec 2100 PQ. Okay. Settings. Advanced. P10 10-bit 4202 planes, Rec 2100 PQ, color range, HDR dominant, and yeah, okay. This kind. I'm gonna let this stream. Yep, I'm gonna create a new stream, and why is because someone mentioned that Ghostrunner supports HDR, and maybe it does, but I don't think it's working correctly at this point in time. Why I say this is because you have an HDR slider, and this slider works even when you're not in HDR. Yeah. It's not getting recorded though, unfortunately. Oh, there it is. It shows it's kinda. But yeah, this slider is only supposed, you know, to be able to tweak the HDR. The problem is that I've tried this actually, and even in a non-HDR, you can tweak this slider and it affects the kind of, you know, brightness stuff. If this is only for HDR, this one should be dimmed out when you are playing, when you're using non-HDR in Windows. I think HDR looks a bit broken. Doesn't seem to offer the kind of oomph that it should. Those things there that came out me should be glowing more. And it looks like shit when it's being captured in OBS. It's super oversaturated. Maybe you need to be in exclusive full screen for HDR to kick in. Auto HDR is not on. Well, this was a bad start to the gaming. There's no, like, nothing really tells you that HDR is working correctly, but some did mention that, hey, native HDR is working in this game. I'm really questioning that. Because first off, this slider, you can see this in my next stream that's coming right up after this. I can adjust this one, HDR, when not in Windows HDR mode. Which is bad. Something is not correctly done. Not working as it should. If this is only for pure native HDR, you know, green monitor, whatever Windows mode, this should only be working when you are in HDR, not in the non-HDR mode. I don't know if this is like some fake HDR that we have back 2003, like with Far Cry. But this is why it's very important to like have a better indication of HDR mode is on, HDR mode is off. Having like specific HDR, like I'm guessing you probably like have a separate like entire HDR section that is grayed out unless the game is feeling that everything should be working. I'm kicking HDR in. If it's not kicking in, it should be grayed out so you know that this game supports HDR. It's for some reason not working. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this, start a new stream in SDR mode because like, it should not look like it does on YouTube or on OBS or okay, yeah, it should not look like it does on in OBS preview window. It should not look how it looks on the YouTube streaming window here. It's super oversaturated, looks like shit to be honest. Which tells me that the HDR is not kicking in correctly. The game here does seem to be running in a non-SDR, like it seems like the game is mapping an SDR kind of picture into HDR space, not that the game is using the span of the true HDR or something like that. It's definitely a mismatch. So yeah, but I'm gonna keep this just so you can see the problems with HDR and stuff like that. I'm not gonna delete this little live stream, but I will be right back. I'm gonna just switch all of the HDR stuff off, so stay tuned for that. Let me streaming. Yeah, we'll be right back.